Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a cryptic crossword from the Lovatts website. Looking at one from last Friday. So Lovatts is an Australian website, and I would say that this is a very good starter cryptic crossword. So first clue, and as a reminder, all cryptic crosswords, or all clues, have two clues inside of them. Usually a straight definition, and then usually some sort of piece of wordplay. There are some exceptions, but that's your general rule. One across, for example, ill-fated ship found inside. Get it an iceberg. The surface reading of this clue gives rise to the picture of a ship that is going to crash into an iceberg, and that's exactly what we're getting actually. Our ill-fated ship is the Titanic. We can see inside the phrase get it an iceberg. We have the word Titanic. And one of the reasons why Lovatts is a easy crossword, in my opinion, is you have the option to highlight the answer if it is correct. Okay, since we've got a crossing letter there, let's go over here. Al quite crazy over Mexican drink. The surface reading of this gives rise to, if you think of a person called Al who likes a tipple. So in here, Mexican drink, I believe, is going to be our definition. The word crazy is an anagram indicator. Al quite tequila. Okay, Neil Armstrong in 1969 changed on the month I name. So again, this looks to me, I think I see this. This looks to me like it's going to be an anagram changed. And Neil Armstrong in 1969, I think, is the definition. So anagram indicator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. Yeah, so it feels plausible. And in 1969, what was Neil Armstrong? I believe he was the man on the moon. It does not like that. There's an I, man in the moon. That's a little bit lazy from my end. It's totally avoidable. How many are only half feminine? Half here could easily be an indicator that we're taking part of a word, and actually feminine within that, the last half of that word, 9, which is a number. I mean, that's a Q, so you know that's going to be an E, most likely. What is this one? Ruler of so-called girl's best friend. Seen at card table. Well, a girl's best friend is a diamond, according to the song. And from what we've got there, that looks very likely to be queen. So queen of diamonds. This is a little bit of it's a little bit of an exception to what I said earlier about a straight definition. I mean, queen of diamonds, ruler of so-called girl's best friend. It's an argument that it's a straight definition. I think it's more of a cryptic definition, really. It's not quite what you would. Ooh, wrong. Again, just being sloppy with my typing. Lyricist Gershwin has opening night in Middle East country. Opening. Lyricist Gershwin has opening night in Middle East country. Well, given the letters, I imagine it's Iran. So how could we make that work? Lyricist Gershwin. Is there someone called Ira Gershwin? And they have the opening letter of night. course, the surface reading, there's a singer who's singing at a concert. Slam in a return to all creatures, great and small. All creatures, great and small, are animals, and if we take the phrase slam in a and we return it, we go backwards. We have, instead of S-L-A-M-I-N-A, A-N-I-M-A-L-S, animals. Mess with me, Ness. I am your arch enemy. So, surface reading, someone called Ness that you do not like. So, mess with looks to be an anagram indicator to me. And I'm going off piste a little bit here. I'm not doing. One where I have crossing letters already. Herd, cough, ease brought about by caffeine drink. Herd, cough, ease brought. So herd here is a homophone indicator, a word that sounds like something else. So cough, ease becomes coffees, which is a caffeine drink. Rebuild lake. Why? It's not watertight. Rebuild here is going to be an anagram indicator. We take the word letters of lake, and then Y is just homophone. Gives us leaky, which is not watertight. Inca chest. Contains, the word contains there immediately. Makes me think that we're looking inside something. Inca chest. We've got an A there, so if we take this central A, take the words around it, we get cache, which is going to be a hiding place for valuables, the second part of the clue. Okay, we've got 3 crossing letters here. Ken is fashionable but cowardly. Ken is fashionable. I mean, the fact you've got the K and the N there makes me think it's going to end in Ken, but I can't quite see it. The French go around the morning unable to walk. So this is a slightly intricate one. The French, service reading, the French go around the morning unable to walk. Got a lame Frenchman. And actually, that is the answer. We've got the French, the word for the in French. We've got le, la, or lay. We're taking the le, go around the morning, the AM, gives us lame, unable to walk. Got a crossing letter here, so let's see. Coal pays out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coal pays is 7 letters. Out as an anagram indicator sometimes to get West Indian dance music. Yes. Calypso. Ken is fashionable but cowardly. Ken is fashionable. Well, I've got all the crossing letters now, so if I can't get it from this, then we're going to have a problem. I'm not seeing it still. Let's come back in a bit. Seafield will upset Ross yet. So Ross doesn't like seafood, is the surface read. But upset is an anagram indicator. Ross yet can give us oysters. Let's try and get a crossing letter here. Dreadful ride destroyed. So a theme park ride that's been knocked down or something similar. Destroyed here, I think, is an anagram indicator. We've got ride. We can get the word dire, which means dreadful. Gives point to pencil. Rene harps about. About, again, is a anagram indicator. Rene harps. So this is an interesting one, actually, because what is our definition? Our definition could be gives point to pencil, which would give us pencil sharpener. But that's not actually correct. Rene Harp's about does give sharpener, but we need pencil here to be in pencil. So actually our definition is gives point. Rage follows bar bombardment. So I guess the surface reading is someone who's been kicked out of a bar and is angry. But this one we're going to very literally take bar and put rage after it. A barrage is a bombardment. Trams come up looking neat and tidy. Again, we're going to be very literal here. Trams come up. This is a down clue, so come up means turn it around. So T-R-A-M-S, trams become smart, neat and tidy. Partly depict. So partly makes me think we're taking a bit of a word. Depict, we've got a P as a crossing. We've got the P here. So if we take the letters that naturally fit that, epic, that'll give us the classic tale. Completely covered in woven case design. In woven. So I think the answer is encased. I can't quite work out why it is yet. Oh, the word in here is indicating that we're looking for a word that is in this phrase, woven case design. So the EN case D gives it to us. Thought highly of admiral, replacing with ed. So surface reading. The fleet's admiral has replaced one person with another. We're going to take the letters AL from admiral, replacing them with ED, giving us admired or thought highly of. We've got some options now. Odd cult aims to get a sea creature. Odd cult aims. Okay, so the word odd here, if we take the odd letters of cult aims, we've got the M there, so C-L-A-M gives us clam, a sea creature. What have we got crossings? We looked at this one yet? Pit Guevara against first defender who threw a missile. So Guevara is a reference to Che Guevara. Since we've got I think I can see the answer here is pitched through a missile, but we've got the H here, so we can put that there. At this point we've got pit, and we've got the first defender, first letter of defender. Pit Guevara against first defender who threw a missile. So it sounds like our man Guevara is up to bat at baseball, but pitched is the answer. Tender public relations to take on offer. Okay, so I think tender is our definition here. Public relations can be shortened to PR, and the word offer we're just going to put in. So we've got proffer, which does mean tender. In the surface reading of this, the word tender feels like it means, something soft, but here tender is more to give something, to proffer up something. large animals found in fox enclosure. So large animals, I think, is our definition. Found in, we're looking for a word in here. We've got an O, we've got an E. Oh look, we've got an O and E in that configuration. That gives us oxen. Tired. So gradually lose power. It's another exception to what I was saying about sort of one definition and a piece of wordplay. I think this is a double definition. So if you're tired, you're run down, and if you gradually lose power, then you run something down. Begins by naming evil Roman overlord. So this is an interesting one as well. This is not a definition and clue. The whole clue here is the definition, and the whole clue is the wordplay. Begins by naming evil Roman overlord. So I guess it's not all the definition. I guess our definition is either Roman overlord or evil Roman overlord. The word begins here indicates we're going to take the starting letters of naming evil Roman overlord Nero. Diction. So we're here at pronunciation. Well, pronunciation could indicate that we're looking at a homophone. In this clue, however, it's actually the definition. We here is indicating we're looking at a homophone. Diction is going to be diction. We've got a lot of crossing letters on this, so we should be able to get it. Leading florist, lowering greenery into colourful flora. Leading florist. I mean, I think flowering feels reasonable. Flowering. Leading florist, lowering greenery into colourful flora. Not sure, we'll come back, but we'll leave that in there because I'm fairly sure on it. And also we get the G for the crossing in a second. Climb up weighing machine. This is another double definition. Scale. If you climb up something, then you scale it, and a weighing machine is a scale. Somehow ban logo. Somehow feels like a anagram indicator. Ban logo. We've got a lot of those letters here. Of Italian town. Bologna. So we've got two left now. Ken is fashionable. I've just got it. But cowardly. If you are cowardly, then you are a chicken. And here, Ken, yes, at the end, and is fashionable. So fashionable is a noun, but if you're saying that someone is fashionable, you could use as an adjective chic. We've got chic Ken. So what's this then? Flowering. Colourful flora would be flowering plants, but how does that work? Leading florist, lowering greenery. Leading florist is the F from florist, the leading letter. Lowering is just there, and greenery would be plants, so that should be our answer. Excellent.